Welcome to my channel.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my...
The history of the Turks and Caicos Islands began with the indigenous Lucayan people, followed by European discovery in the 5th–10th century. After periods of being uninhabited, French and British control, Bermudians established a permanent salt industry by the 17th century, using enslaved African labor. The islands later became home to Loyalist plantations after the American Revolution before being annexed to the Bahamas in 1799, then under Jamaican rule in 1874, and finally became a separate British overseas territory in 1973. The capital is Cockburn Town, located on Grand Turk. Early history and discovery. Indigenous people. The first inhabitants were the Lucayan people, who disappeared by the early 16th century, possibly due to disease and slavery. European arrival. Christopher Columbus is thought to have made his first landfall in the Americas in the islands in 1492, though other sources claim Juan Ponce de Leon discovered them in 1512. Bermudian settlement and salt industry. Bermudian settlers. In the late 17th century, Bermudians began visiting the islands to collect salt from natural salinas. Salt production. By the 1670s, the islands became a major salt-producing area, a labor-intensive industry that required the first African slaves to work the salt pans, pirate hideouts. The Caicos Islands served as a secret base for pirates during the 18th century. Loyalist settlement. Following the American Revolution, Loyalists settled in the Caicos Islands, developing cotton plantations. French occupation. The islands were occupied by the French between 1765 and 1783 but remained a British possession after the Treaty of Paris. British rule and political status annexation. In 1799, the islands were annexed as part of the Bahamas. Separate status. Islanders petitioned for separate colonial status was granted in 1848. Jamaican administration. In 1872, the islands were annexed by Jamaica, remaining a colony until Jamaica gained independence in 1962. Modern territory. After Jamaica's independence, the Turks and Caicos Islands became a separate British Crown colony and have remained an independent British overseas territory ever since. Modern history. Separate territory. When the Bahamas gained independence in 1973, the Turks and Caicos became a separate British overseas territory with its own governor. Emergence of tourism. For years, the economy stagnated after the collapse of the salt industry. But in the 1960s, American investors built the island's first hotel and an airstrip on Providencials, beginning the shift towards tourism. In the 1980s, investment increased, leading to the development of resorts like Club Med and the expansion of the airport, solidifying tourism as the new economic driver. Government. The islands have a locally elected government under a governor appointed by the British monarch. However, self-governance was temporarily suspended by the British government from 2009 to 2012, following a corruption scandal. Modern status. As a British overseas territory, the Turks and Caicos continue to have a high degree of internal self-government while relying on the UK for defense and external affairs. Its economy is based primarily on tourism and offshore financial services. In the year 2025, the Turks and Caicos Islands economy continues to rely primarily on tourism, complemented by offshore financial services and fishing, particularly lobster and conch. The estimated population is around 47,000 to 60,000 in 2023, though data varies between sources. Tourism is a central economic driver, attracting a large number of visitors for its beaches and coral reefs, but it leads to a dependency on external factors and issues with cost of living and inequality for residents. The natural beauty of the islands, including numerous beaches and extensive coral reefs, is the main draw for tourists. Activities include diving, water sports, and enjoying the exclusive developments, especially on Providencials. Cost of living. Cost of living is reportedly very high in the Turks and Caicos Islands. This is mainly attributed to the fact that the Turks and Caicos Islands is mainly an import economy which produces very little for local consumption. Notwithstanding its history and challenges, the Turks and Caicos Islands for many visitors, long-term residents and citizens remains a paradise on earth. I hope you like this video. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I will certainly see you in my next video. Cheers!
Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change.